Evening all, and welcome back to Timberborn beta, where a dry season approaching. Accelerate time, which I think we're going to be fine. All our potatoes are growing, and we don't need to harvest any because we're full on potatoes. We have 1,000 potatoes, plus 100 somewhere, maybe here. Oh yeah. No, that's that. I'm going to increase all these to 100. Just because, that's why. And then this one is going to be we'll have 50 of each food type in there. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, that'd be 200. There we go. Okay. And this one's emptying, which I think is empty, so we can remove that. And we can get rid of these two over here as well, the campfires. Not that we get anything back from them. I really think you should get something back from them. There should be like just logs dropped on the floor there, which your people have to go and pick up and put in storage or something like that. That I feel would be good. So these are going, and this is actually filling up, I noticed, so that's good. That's very, very good. I'm happy with that. So it means we could get some irrigation and things going. Should we need it? I kind of don't think we do right now. We may do soon. Right, that's better. I just realised my mic was quite far away. So yeah, we don't need irrigation right now. Because if we want to put in wheat, we can put it down here. And wheat, you need very little, very, very little wheat. Because, as we discussed, one wheat square can make 15 bread, which is a bit insane, but hey ho. But what I really want to get into is this. I want to get into metal. So let's unlock our scavenger hut. And I want to put it over here somewhere, but I want to make sure it can actually get to the houses can get to it. So if we put it like here, then yeah, almost all the houses can get to it. So whoever lives in the houses can work down here. Look a bit further along, I suppose. Yeah, let's just put it there. There we go. And that will cover this whole area here. It's not covering all of it right now because a lot of this stuff is actually in the water. There's some drop down bits and stuff. I'm not sure how gathering metal works. I mean, we can say destroy resources, but do you just go and grab it? Or do I have to tell you to get an area? I don't know. When they're not working, they can transport goods between warehouses. Okay, so they like builders, they can do so. So yeah, they just apparently go to anything in the range and grab the metal, which is interesting because we now have 6 metal, which is quite cool. Because that's really helpful. The metal can be used to make the carousel for one. It's also required to make the tribute of ingenuity, which I think I'm going to save the center here for that. It does require power, so we'll have to put power to it as well, which is fine. I think we could squeeze it in there. We'll take out some bits and put either in a water wheel or an engine or something in there. But I think I want to save that centerpiece for that there. If we need more houses for whatever reason, we can go vertical and go up. Which I might do. The Labour Monument is 2x2, so we'll happily sit on the corner of these buildings. This one's a 3x3, I think. It gets everyone in a 7 tile and a 10 tile radius. So we could figure out what to do with them there. They require a lot of science to unlock. We've got a little bit, but not a lot. I want to unlock this, the engine instead. It requires 10 metal to make, and it puts 200 power, which is awesome. So it works almost as well as the water wheel. In fact, no, it works No, the water wheel works better. The water wheel's 290. So that's cool. But it works on logs. So I think we need another log farm. I really think we do that. This is all dried up, which is a bit of a shame. All gone. But that's fine. But if we reflood this, then we can do some things with it. Because I think flooding this caused this to be good as well. So maybe we could plant trees all around here and have some people get the trees there. I kind of want to save this area for the wheat here, and then on this side we'll have the wheat harvesting. But that's also another reason why I'm kind of interested in the engine, because it can run all the time. So we could quite happily have our planks being made all the time, rather than just waiting for the water to flow. I kind of want to use it just, but also it can be used up here in places, so it can be done up here doing things. But we definitely need to get some more log. We got a good supply of logs coming in. That's good, but we definitely need some more logs. We've also got this large area up here. If I put irrigation up here, we could have this as a tree area as well. Maybe. And this here, if I put irrigation on top of that. I don't know. I don't know why I cleared this area out. I think I just did. I think I just did. But yeah, in order to do anything here, we need to get explosives as well. And explosives are under... I don't know. Where are explosives hidden now? Not under food, I don't know that much. Richmond Bakery is for the bread. Paper mill. And the printing press. So we need paper milk and we need paper for it. And then it's in landscaping. There is explosive factory and dynamite. Requires one explosive. So we need to unlock all of these things here. That requires 150 horsepower. The paper mill requires 80 horsepower. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a... I think up here with an engine or something. And maybe we'll try irrigation. I've not really done irrigation either. So that's the thing we can do. Let's just unlock all these things, shall we? Let's unlock that. The printing press is knowledge, which is another thing that's quite happy for Beavers to be quite happy for. But we want to get a decent amount of paper mill, and if I remember right, it's 2 paper for 1 log, but it takes a long time to do its thing. Let's turn on the carpenters again. I mean, stuff might have changed. This is all based off of what I did previously. We're good for food. We are good for food. We have almost 3,000 food, so we are good for food. And our population is rising, so we will get to a point where our food starts dropping, and I won't notice until it's almost out. So if someone can shout at me in the comments if they see the food dipping dramatically, then that will be very, very appreciated, because I don't want the beavers to die this time. That's definitely not what I want to happen. Are you dropping it in there? You're dropping the metal in there, aren't you? Yeah. And then hopefully the haulers are grabbing it and spreading it around the other places. Which is fine, I did want a hauler down here as well, if I remember rightly, so that we can expand out, but then I don't know. So let's see. So when they start going again... Oh, excuse me. When they start going again, when the water starts flowing, we will start burning through our logs. So we definitely need more logs. So let's get some irrigation going, shall we? Let's see. So that will cover a nice large area up there. Unfortunately, it doesn't really cover... It's kind of wasted a little bit because of the area it's in. I'm trying to remember if I want to actually make paper and explosives and like just flatten out a great big area to get the absolute most out of the irrigation. I really do. I really think that would be an awesome project to do. The problem is that I think it requires a beaver. Yeah, it requires one worker, and that's a long way from any of the workers. Even if I put it there, it touches some, I don't know. Let's say it's there, which means it's directly opposite the builder's hut. Let's run a path from the builder's hut straight over. And the great thing about paths as well is that you can actually put buildings on top of them and they just get removed. So you can build a path out like that and then get the irrigation tower and run it along the path and go, we want it there. If I zoom the camera around here so we can see the houses down here, and I say I want it there, which is the furthest over I can get to line up against this path here, it doesn't reach any of those houses. Doesn't reach a single one of them. Nope. That's a bit of a bummer. What if we did it up here? We could do it up here quite easily. You know, that wouldn't be a problem. Actually, that's not a bad idea at all. What if we did do it up here? Like I'll push it back as far as it can go up against this cliff edge over here, which would be there. And then what we can do is blow up this and clear this out. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. And then every bit that's covered by the radius of it, we can put as planting trees. It is a bit of a distance away from any water storage, but that's not a problem. I don't think. It's also a way away from any builder. But I did want to put a builder over here anyway. We wanted to expand out this way. So let's do that now. Let's put a builder down over here. So it's there. What I want to do is I want to put a path so I know how far I can go. That's the edge of its influence. Okay. Just so I know what I'm doing. So I know what I'm doing. What I'm going to do actually is put a thing like that as well. Because that will get up here. Because we might as well chop these trees down. So yeah, so let's put in a builder's hut over here. This side is going to be where we're going to put our wheat stuff. So what I should do really is put the builder's hut here. A bit awkward. Kind of want a wood storage in there. We've got one over there, so that's not. Yeah, we'll do that. Put a wood one there. We'll get two warehouses. We might as well pull two of them now. Boom and boom. There we go. Oh, and we're going to get a small warehouse as well. There. I think. I'm trying to think how I want the round up over there. I'm trying to think how I want the when we come to do grain, this is going to be grain in here. I'm going to put the farmer over here and over here, and then that's going to be the storage for just generic goods, and this is going to be the storage for the bread. But bread gets turned into flour. Right, wheat gets turned into flour, and then flour gets turned into bread. So, right, pause. You do not want any food types. You are not a foodie. Place. There we go. Okay, and we'll put this all up to 100. Just because that's how I'm balancing stuff out. And this will just be for storing bread. We have 1,000 bread, which means I want 2 warehouses, one for flour, one for wheat. Wheat becomes flour. 5 bread from 1 flour. You require 60 horsepower. Seems a bit of a waste building a water wheel for that. Water wheels are 190. I could build a power wheel, which means a worker always runs in it and it does stuff, but then you don't get as much wheat going, so maybe just a water wheel. We've got plenty of logs anyway. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, so we build a water wheel over here somewhere. Trying to figure out exactly where I want this all to go. I'll leave the game paused for a minute so I can figure it out. We might as well unlock this and unlock that, because although we're not ready for it yet, we will be soon. So that's the mill that turns the wheat into flour. I put you there. Then we were to put the bakery the opposite side of that, here. And then we were to put 2 storages in. This is complete overkill. This is complete overkill. It's way not needed. But I'm just thinking, if we were to put 2 storages in, say here and here, then I could store wheat in there. Or I could store wheat in here, sorry. Wheat goes to that place, and then becomes flour, which gets stored here, which goes to that place that becomes bread. Or I could just build another large warehouse and just have that dedicated to storing both. But what I'm worried about is it filling up on one rather than the other? Because there's no way to set limits, so I'm really worried that it would fill up on, say, it would fill up on wheat, and then we'd have nowhere to store the flour. Not that we need to store the flour, because technically the wheat goes straight, you know, from here to there. I mean, I've got potato storage. No, I haven't. I've got everything storage here. That's a mistake. That should just be a potato storage. So this should be none, and potatoes should be maximum. So you can store 200 potatoes, and then you store grilled potatoes and potatoes. So yeah, so you won't store potatoes. Sorry. So then the potatoes are stored here, and then when they're done, when they're needed, they're cooked in here, and then that's stored in there. So yeah, and carrots are just raw carrots. But the wheat requires a 3-way thing, so we'd have 200 wheat stored, 200 flour stored, and then 1,000 bread. I think that's how I want to do it. I think I'm overthinking this. I'm overthinking this. So let's just do it. Let's just do that and do that. There we go. And then we'll sort them all out. And that can be wheat. Wheat goes into there. Becomes flour. Flour goes into there. Becomes bread. Goes into there. Okay. And I left space in the end so that I can put another grits mill in if needed, and another bakery, or 2 or 3 if required. I'm not sure the speeds of those. What I do want to do is put in some. If I put it in there, it will get all them buildings. Awesome. So in that case, I'm going to destroy that and I'm going to move him over by one. There. And I'm going to do the same with that one. Let's destroy that. And move him over to there. Okay. And the only reason I'm doing that there is because that plugs into there. Although there's kind of a window there. So let's just destroy all these and just line them all up right next to each other. Like that. And that will make more sense because then the power here we'll plug in the back of the building. Awesome. And then we've got the bakery which goes here, and if we need any more bakeries we'll just line them up. There we go. And then I can put one decoration in on top like that, and that will cover every one of those buildings including the builder's hut. How awesome is that? Plonk. So I could also, if I really wanted to, I could put in like roofs and stuff, because you can put roofs on top of these as well. It's a bit of a weird thing. It's a shame there isn't a larger roof, because then you could put roofs like a nice I was going to say cave, but that's not correct at all, is it? My words are not working. My words are not working today for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just... It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. Let me just chop down all those trees there. Like so. Let's have a quick look at where else we're chopping down trees. So we drop down trees all up here. We don't want to do that anymore because that's all done. Thank you very much. That's all done. That's all done. Awesome. So we need to put in a path here. Do that. To answer a question in the last video, platforms are considered the same speed as dirt paths. So they the beavers walk at the same speed on them as they do, and they extend the pathing system just the same. So yeah. Oh, you know what we can put in here? We can put in a water tower. No, not irrigation. A water tower. Gonna have to be kind of like that, because I can't put it in that way because there wouldn't be any way to get to it. So you go like that. There we go. And then we'll put in a path. Bonk. There you go. And then there's water there, which will be for the irrigation. So there's the plan. There's the plan. We have a plan. We have a plan, which is awesome. We just need to execute the plan, which means we're going to run out of logs very, very quickly. Very quickly indeed. Possibly, well, our potato storage should definitely go up, but they can't eat raw potatoes. That's fine. And then we're going to build all this stuff here. And we don't need to build all this stuff here, but it will be built, and it'll be good. It'll be ready to go. So we have metal now as well, which is awesome. I seem to be scavenging the metal down. There's a lot of metal stored there. I don't really know why there's so much metal. It needs to be a sort of an excessive thing, but hey ho. Right, there we go. We have an irrigation tower, which is probably going to run out of water very soon. We're starting to use up. I'm going to actually turn that off for the time being because we don't really want to do anything with it. And you are going to be no. You're just going to be for bread and all the bread. 1,000 bread. 1,000 bread. Awesome. Are these set correctly? No, they're set to 500. Okay, so we'll set to 500. We don't want to hold all the bread, just half the bread. There we go. Boom. Okay. So, yeah. We shall watch these things build and do their thing, and stuff's being built way quicker than I expected, which is all good. None. We just want to store flour. And you are none, and we just want to store wheat. Oh. You might as well be the lot. Store all the wheat. And you're the same. Store all the flour. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So there we go. We have the infrastructure in place, ready to go. Don't know why you actually had your things going there, because we don't have any wheat to do. So... but we have we have the infrastructure ready for wheat to come in the next episode. So that's where we'll leave it, and we will come back next time and do the wheat. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.